from stampcampwithjen.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, near the Villages. And welcome to this week's YouTube Live. If you're new here, I go live every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'd love for you to set a reminder, invite your friends to join us. We always do a fun new project. So today, we're in the new year, so we're going to go ahead and kick off some Valentine's Day projects. So I'm going to make a cute, quick and easy treat bag to share with you using some of Stampin' Up's new products that'll be out tomorrow. So really, really cool. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Lori. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm just getting everything set up real quick here so I can see everything. As you guys join, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I hope y'all had a great New Year celebration. We actually set up fireworks out front, which was really fun. We like to do that for 4th of July, and last year we couldn't do it because of the rain, so we had extra fireworks for New Year's, which was really fun. Hi, Mom. Hi, Joan. Hi, Mary. Thanks so much for joining us. Yeah, so tomorrow is a big day. We'll get into what's coming out tomorrow. What else? Let's see. I don't think there's a lot going on. My son, actually, today is his last day of break. He's kind of sad. He goes back to school tomorrow, but I think he's kind of ready for it. He's getting a little bored now. So it's kind of run its course. He's been on break for about a little over 2 weeks now, so he's about ready to go back to school and see his friends and stuff, but I'm sure he'll miss sleeping in all the time. All right, well, let's see here. I don't think I have any other updates. Like I said, it's just been kind of relaxing here. We've just been kind of sleeping in, taking a break, watching TV, nothing real crazy going on. We had fun at New Year's, shooting off fireworks. What did you guys do for New Year's? I'd love to hear what you guys did for New Year's. Hi, Diana from California. Thanks so much for joining us. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around. I'm going to go over a few updates, and then we're going to get into today's project. It's going to be so much fun. I love Valentine's Day. All right. I love all holidays, let's be honest, especially anything with candy. All right, so this is just a reminder, if you're looking for product shares, I do offer product shares, and tonight is the last chance to purchase your product share. I haven't updated the description, but after we finish going live here, I will have the description in the video if you'd like to register. Product shares are a great way to get a little sampling of everything, paper, ribbon, embellishments. And if you pick the I Want It All share, you get a free gift. So tonight's the last night for that. My newest Stamp Camp to Go, today is the last day to register for that as well. We're using the Endless Love bundle, which comes out tomorrow. Now, I did say that I was going to have the PDFs, the tutorials ready today, but I forgot that I have to add the products to the supply list, and I can't do that until tomorrow. So the tutorials will be available tomorrow in my PDF store if you want to just purchase the tutorials and cut and make everything on your own. But if you'd like to purchase Stamp Camp to Go, these are the cards we're going to be making. You get 2 kits for each card, so a total of 8 cards. And these will ship out January 14th, so you will get them in time to be able to make them and send them for Valentine's Day if that's something you'd like to do. And here's our little fun fold card here. So like I said, today's the last day to register for this. You will need that bundle and a few inks, I think Pretty in Pink, Strawberry Slush, and Real Red. If you don't have those, you'll be able to add them onto your registration and save 17% on tax and shipping, which is really a great deal. With this, you'll get half a pack of the Made with Love Designer Series paper. you'll get the Hearts of Love embossing folder. If you already have this embossing folder, you can substitute it for a different one. You just email me after you register, and you'll get a whole pack of these pearlized faceted circles. So like I said, today's the last day to register for that. After we finish going live, I'll update the link in the description below this video so you can register. Or I always recommend joining my email list so you can get all of my updates whenever I have classes and things like that as well. You can go to my website anytime and sign up for my email list. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Karen. Thanks so much for joining us. Oh, Karen, you're headed to the Villages. You're headed my way. All right. So like I said, tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow, January 6th, we're getting new products. So what's coming? We're going to have bonus days. Bonus days starts tomorrow. So bonus days is an awesome promotion. Whenever you order, for every $50 increment in a single order, you'll earn a $5 bonus days coupon that you can redeem in February. Stampin' Up! Emails you after you submit your order. You'll get an email with a coupon code. Save that email so that you can redeem your coupon in February, okay? Product of the month, we'll get a new product of the month offering. As I mentioned before, demonstrators don't know what this is ahead of time. We find out the same time as you guys. So again, make sure you're on my email list, because in the morning I will send all the details with the product of the month and links to shop and things like that. So I'll be up bright and early tomorrow ordering product share stuff and getting that email out to you guys. There's 3 new kits that'll be available, and then new products will be available as well. So lots of stuff coming tomorrow. So like I said, bonus days starts tomorrow through February 2nd. And for every $50, you'll earn a $5 coupon. But like I said, you get an email with the coupon code, save that email. If you happen to delete it, you can call Stampin' Up! And ask them to resend it to you. But just try your best to save those emails so you don't lose them. And then this month, every month I join a group called the Papercraft Collective, and this month we're featuring the Endless Love bundle, which is what I'm using in today's project and what I used for my Stamp Camp to Go. This month you'll have 8 projects. Every project comes with measurements, a supply list, and a video instruction tutorial, as well as some extra inspiration. You can earn this when you make a $50 purchase with me now through January 31st, or you can purchase it anytime in my PDF store. I love this suite, so the Made with Love suite and the Endless Love bundle. These are a lot of awesome projects. And the project that I made is this honeycomb pop-out card. So you'll get to see how to make this and the 7 other projects. So this is the one I made. Very cute. This was a fun one to make. I really love fun folds, and this was a really cool one. So that one's in the tutorial. My team members get these tutorials for free. So if you're ever interested in becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you'd love to join my team, we'd love to have you. They get these tutorials and my Stamp Camp to Go tutorials for free every month. All right. And then as a reminder, I do have a Stamp Camp to Go monthly subscription. This is a great option if you want to do Stamp Camp to Go and save 10%. And then after 6 consecutive months of being a subscriber, you get a $25 Stampin' Reward as a thank you from me. So again, after this video, I will put all the links in the description below after I'm done going live here. And that is all I have for today. Okay, so let's get into today's project. This is a really fun one. We are making this little treat bag. So this is the new, where did they get the packaging? Oh, I left it on my desk, hold on. So the box here, these are the Hearts Gusseted Treat Bags. There are 16, I believe. Yep, 16 of them. They're quite large, actually. The description on the website says they're 4 or the description on the packaging here says they're 4 by 6 inches. I don't think that's true because with this folded, oh, well, I guess 6 inches is about here. So I guess that's, they're considering the amount that you can fill up in here. So these actually are flat, but I'm going to show you how to make them so that they have a flat bottom so you can actually sit them up on a desk, because I like that a little bit better. I like to be able to have stuff sit up on a tabletop so that you can see them. I kept them pretty simple. I've seen a couple other demonstrators play around with these and make them a little more elaborate. I kept them simple so that, you know, if you're making a bunch of them for a party or neighbors or whatever, you can just make a bunch of them all at one time. So what I did was I took we're going to use, like I said, the Endless Love bundle. So I'm using the Sending You and Hugs and Kisses from the stamp set. And then the dies, I actually took, this die is pretty big. Let me see if I can give you the measurements for it. It's about, what do we say, 3 3/4 inch tall. So 3 3/4 inch this way. And then the width is about, yeah, it's about 3 3/4 inches all the way around. So 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So it's quite a large bag. And this bag is 4 inches wide. So you can see it is almost as wide as the bag. So what I did was I took a piece of real red cardstock and I die cut it with this die. I went ahead and did that already. And then to give it a little extra texture, you'll take this heart and just stick it in the middle of that Hearts of Love. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see that Hearts of Love 3D embossing folder. And then that's how we got this. So I went ahead and did that already, so you don't have to watch me do it, but I just want to explain how I did that now. So we'll put that to the side, and I'm going to show you how to make that flat bottom here. So we're going to take our paper trimmer and we're going to open it up. Now, I've always said whenever I'm using less than an inch, I like to use the section to the right of my paper trimmer whenever I'm measuring something that's less than an inch. So we're going to take the edge of this bag, the bottom edge here, and we're going to line it up at 3/4 of an inch. And we're going to score. Now, you'll notice, even if you press really hard, you're not going to get a complete score line all the way down here because there's so much bulk in the bottom of this bag. So what I like to do is take your pick tool, you have this little scoring attachment that comes with it. So there's a large end and a smaller end. I like to use the smaller end here. So you just put it in here and twist it to lock in place. And then we're going to hold our bag with our left hand and we're going to take that scoring mechanism and just press down on that bag and score a couple times, okay? And now you'll see I've got a nice strong score line right there, okay? And then we'll flip it over and we'll do the same thing. We'll score. Hi, Rachel from Colorado. I'm so glad you're enjoying this project today. So you can see I've got a nice deep score line there and on the other side there, okay? So now we're gonna put that to the side and kind of fold it over carefully on that score line. We don't need to burnish with our bone folder or anything. We're just using this to kind of give ourselves an idea of where we need to fold it when we pop it out here. So just fold that over with your fingers. Now we're going to open it up and stick our hands in, and when we press down, you'll see this side will kind of pop out there, and it'll pop out on this side too. And that is how you get that flat bottom. Now, to kind of reinforce it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some liquid glue, and you can just pop it open so it kind of has that little corner, and you just want to put a little glue on the inside of each side like that. You see? And then you can flatten it out and take your fingers and grab that bottom and just kind of press it. You can also take your hand and put it on the inside to kind of reinforce that glue as well. Hi, Karen. Good morning and Happy New Year from Oregon. Welcome, welcome. So just kind of take your fingers and pinch that, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side here. We'll take that liquid glue and put a little bit on the inside. You see it right there. And then we'll just pinch that closed and kind of use our fingers to hold it in place for a second. And again, you can take your hand and stick it on the inside and use your fingers to push it together if that helps adhere it. Whoops, sometimes it pops out though. Sometimes just pinching it on the corner, that seems to work out a little bit better. And just hold that for a couple minutes. And that is how you make that bottom flat on that bag, okay? I like that a lot better, personally. Now, I have a bag. I got these off of Amazon. They're the little minis of the Snickers, Milky Way, Twix, Three Musketeers. Again, I'll have that link in the description so you can buy these. I was able to fill out about 4 to 5 of these bags with this bag. So it's about $10 for this bag. So it can get a little pricey. Now you could add other things in this bag besides candy. You could put little, you know, squishy toys or pencils or party favors. You could put all kinds of stuff in here, but I know the people I'm giving this to are gonna want candy. They're gonna love the candy. So what we're gonna do is I am gonna decorate a little bit while this glue is drying, and then we'll fill it with candy afterwards. But I just wanted to share what I used for the candy. And like I said, I will add a little link if you want to buy the candy off Amazon, or you can go to any local store and get it as well. And fill it with whatever candy or little party favors your friends or party mates would like. All right, so we're gonna do on a little 1/2-inch strip. I always have these little 1/2-inch strips left over from cutting paper, whether it be for card liners or whatever little projects. So we're just gonna stamp in real red. We're gonna stamp sending you. And it doesn't matter where you stamp it because we're gonna use our scissors to cut. So you're just gonna cut, leave a little space in between, and do hugs and kisses. Okay. And then we are going to take our scissors and just kind of cut those down and trim them how you need to. Man, I think I've had too much coffee today. My hands are super shaky. I got a new Nespresso machine for Christmas, and I love it. I just think the coffee tastes so much better. My sister had one when we went to visit up in Maryland, and I've been wanting one really bad, so I put it on my Christmas list. And I'm finding the coffee is so strong, I can only really drink one. I had 2 today, and my hands are like super shaky. So I think I'm gonna have to decrease the amount of coffee I drink, which isn't a bad thing. My husband's always telling me I shouldn't drink as much as I do, which I'm sure he's right. I drink a lot of coffee. But yeah, I can tell it's like making me super shaky from having 2 cups. I think 1 is gonna have to be my max with this new machine. All right, so we are gonna take our embossed heart, and actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill it first because I want to fold it down and decorate it. And we're gonna use liquid glue, so we don't have to have it flat on our surface. It'll be pretty easy to decorate. So I like to fill them up first. And then you can see there's actually 2 score lines up here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it down on the 1 score line, and then you can see the 2nd score line is actually right below where that first fold goes, and you just follow those score lines and then press those tabs behind there. It's almost like, I think bread bags used to do this with the little tabs like that. And then we're just gonna take our heart, and we're gonna apply some liquid glue on the back, and we're gonna decorate our bag. I think you could get about 5 of those. I filled this one a little full, and I've put candy in 3 other ones, so I think you can get about 5 bags with this candy. You can fill it. And we're just going to add that heart on there with the liquid glue. I always recommend using liquid glue on pieces that have embossed paper, because anytime you try to use a tape runner, 9 times out of 10, that tape runner is going to grab the raised pieces or the debossed pieces, and it's going to tear your paper. So, and also the glue will get in those little grooves a lot better than a tape runner would. All right, so we're going to put the sending you and the hugs and kisses, oops, on there with some dimensionals. And that is really it. It's a pretty simple project, like I said. I kept it pretty simple. You could definitely decorate it up a little bit more with some paper or more die cuts or something, but I left it pretty simple. Because if you're making a bunch of these at once, you don't want to spend a ton of time with decorations. Oops, I think that's the... Do you guys make any Valentine's Day treats? Or, oops, I guess I could have left that a little bit longer. Or do you give out any little treats to like neighbors or anything like that? Our neighbors are so cute. They came over yesterday with a little like late Christmas gift with, they have chickens in their backyard, so they always give us eggs, which is so nice. So they gave us a dozen eggs in a little container and one of those Hickory Farms meat and cheese boards, which I thought was really nice. I need to go send them a little thank you note, but I think I'm gonna make them some Valentine stuff too. Maybe I'll give them some of these little bags with the candy. All right, so we just put those on with little dimensionals, and that is really it. Like I said, pretty quick and easy. The big thing I wanted to share with you guys was how to make that flat bottom. So if you want to have your bag stand up, which is what I prefer, you can do that really, really easily. All you do is that little 3/4 inch score line, add some glue, and you're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. If you did, give me a little thumbs up and leave a comment in the description below, whether you're watching live or the replay. Karen says, are these bags from a kit? No, these are bags you'll be able to order. They're 16 in a pack. They're the Hearts Gusseted Treat Bags. They'll be available starting tomorrow. I would highly recommend getting them early so you can do all your crafting and get everything ready to go for Valentine's Day. But yeah, they're 16 in a package. I believe they're $11. Don't quote me on that though, but look up Hearts Gusseted Treat Bags. They're very cute. Thank you so much, Lori. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Thanks, Mom. All right, so don't forget, if you haven't signed up for my email list, make sure to do that tomorrow morning, Tuesday, January 6th, bright and early. I'll send out all the details with product of the month and links to shop. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Don't forget to sign up for product shares and my Stamp Camp to Go. Those both close tonight, January 5th at midnight, okay? All right, guys, well, I hope you have a great week. I hope you're excited about all the new products coming out tomorrow, and I'll see you next week with some more fun projects. And until next time, be safe and happy stamping. Bye-bye.